I want to say a couple of words about Nicole. When we chose Nicole, it's always, we've seen throughout our history, and people presidential candidates, who chose unknown candidates as their vice president, have historically run into a lot of problems. Because those people who are inexperienced in national politics, oftentimes when they're exposed to it, they collapse. Any kind of issues they have are amplified, and they end up looking bad. And I have watched Nicole since the day of our announcement, and what she has been through has been extraordinary. Because she didn't spend her lifetime thinking I'm going to be Vice President of the United States. I called her on the telephone and said, "Do you want to be Vice President of the United States?" And she said, "Let me think about it." And then we had dinner about 3 nights later, and she said, "I'm going to do it." And, I'm worried about it, and other people are. Because you don't know how people are going to hold up, and you're walking into a buzzsaw where you're vilified, you're marginalized, you're derided, you're defamed. All the things that I've been through, but I'm used to it. I've been going through this for most of my adult life. But to have that all land on you in a 2-week period, or a 3-week or 4-week period, and to be able to withstand it, and to come up and give a speech like that, where every time I see her speak, I fall a little bit more in love with her. Because you don't see vice presidential candidates or most of the presidential candidates we have today, they sound like they're doing a satire of Veep. And the stuff that they're talking about is inane, it's cliches, it's fantasies and shibboleths and simplifications and bumper sticker slogans. And that's not what you hear from Nicole. You hear a lecture about soils. There's no political scientist in the world that would tell you gotta do a lecture on soils. I love it. Nobody would tell her to do that. Nobody would advise her. And yet she does it, and we all love her because we see the authenticity, we see the integrity, we see the compassion for other people, for the creatures with whom we share this land. And you don't hear that from our political leaders. You don't hear that we're all part of a giant family and that the microbes are part of it. The soil is part of it. The plants are part of it. And that's what we need if we're going to start healing this country.